Hey, what's up? It's Gene Clark on behalf of DDWK Travel, bringing you a Tip Tuesday travel tip of the day. And today we are going to be talking about what happens when you have a medical emergency at Disney World. Now, if you don't know, recently my family was going to go down to Disney World. We did go down. We did make it. We checked in, and then the night we checked in, our son spiked a huge temperature, had to end up calling the Disney 911 number. That's what I'm going to call it. And we had a very interesting experience. And we ended up staying the next day, most of the day, seeing if our son would get better. Drove home that night, and it turned out all three kids, not just one, not two, all three kids tested positive for the flu the next morning when we took them to the doctor. So that was an interesting experience, but something I hope nobody watching this video ever has to experience, but something we can talk about is what to do if you are at Disney World and you do have some sort of medical emergency. First and foremost, I want to let you know that if you are having any kind of emergency, do not hesitate to call 911. That is the most important thing for you to get help. If you have a chance, though, and you are in your room and you can call 911 from your room, or you have a cast member nearby that you can alert to the situation, do that, because Disney is going to take care of you. If you're calling 911 from your cell phone, I don't know where that's going to get routed to. I don't know if that's going to get routed to Disney's Reedy Creek Medical 911 dispatch team, or if that's going to go to somewhere else in Orlando. But if you get in touch with Disney's team, they are going to take very good care of you. They are going to very quickly respond, and it's not going to cost you anything. Now, when I say it's not going to cost you anything, that's not entirely true, but it's not going to cost you anything for them to come out and give you some sort of initial diagnosis. Now, if you have to get taken to an urgent care or a hospital, and those doctors who are off property outside the Disney bubble end up taking care of you, then absolutely you are going to get billed. But Disney told us that if we had to go to the hospital or to an urgent care and we needed a ride in the ambulance, free of charge. If we needed to have a doctor come out, not just the paramedics, not just the fire department, all that who showed up, that would have been free to us. Disney has a number of places. They hooked us up with some flyers. They've got an emergency with AdventHealth, the Celebration ER and Pediatric ER, Four Corners ER, Palm Parkway ER. Those are all right around the corner. They are the official healthcare provider of Walt Disney World Resort. They've got a pediatric and adult urgent care. They've got self-pay rates on the back in case you don't have insurance. They give you a list of the information they have. It's a medical concierge. They can come to you. They've also got doctors on call, 24-hour service. And then they've got a couple of different 24-hour pharmacies. They've got Turner Drugs, which I think will deliver. Nope, Turner Drugs is a drugstore that's right around the corner, right off property. There's also a 24-hour Walgreens that is right off property. So Disney's going to get you taken care of. They're going to make sure you're okay. And I don't know why Disney did this for us. They were very, very nice in taking care of us. And they'll take care of you too. They not only refunded the nights we were not there. Like I said, we arrived on a Sunday night. We had this emergency, and we hung out Monday until about 6:45. That's when we left the resort. We told them we were checking out. We told them about the situation, and I'm sure they had it in their notes somewhere as well. But they waived that day, essentially giving us a very, very late checkout that day. So Disney only charged us for the one night. I'm not sure if that's typical, if that's common. That was our a little bit of pixie dust we had on a very weird and non-magical Disney vacation. I will say the one thing that surprised me about this particular incident is after we had called 911 from our room and let them know what was going on, everybody came by. The night manager came by, night security manager came by. We had 2 paramedics show up. They said there was a fire truck and about 5 different firefighters. I don't know why, but they all came, and there were a couple of other security people that were kind of on standby, waiting just in case we needed anything else. I guess there was more potential equipment supplies on the fire truck, but they were ready. They were prepared for us. One thing that shocked me is nobody followed up the next morning, the next day, just to see how we were. This is sadly not the first time we have had some sort of medical incident, and not the first time it has happened with our oldest son. On our most recent trip before this to Disney World, we were outside Beaches and Cream, and we had somebody on one of the little scooters came by and just absolutely not paying attention and ran over our son's foot. Now, and when I say ran over, they got on top of his foot. He was 4, 5.5 at the time. Got on top of his foot and stayed on his foot and then got off. Somehow, by a miracle only, he had no issues, no bruising, no broken bones, no nothing. That was amazing. But Disney took care of us. Beaches and Cream comped our ice cream. Later, when we got back to our resort, they knew about it because we had told them what happened. They brought him a thing of Lion King starter pins. They brought him a stuffed Simba, and then the next day they called and checked on us again every step of the way, letting us know if we ever want anybody from Disney's medical team to come check him out, that would be, again, absolutely free of charge, and they would be happy to do it at any point and however many times we would like it done. Wow, this video has gone for a long time, but I did really want to share this experience with you and give you this information because while I hope it's something you never have to use, I want you to have it in case you ever do. So I will put this information from all these flyers down in the description if you do want to reference it, if you do want to have it in your phone in case an emergency comes up when you are on vacation. But otherwise, I hope none of you ever experience this, but just in case you do, you're welcome.